The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and the guests, and do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated individuals, organizations, or sponsors. The content is provided for entertainment and informational purposes only, and should not be taken as professional advice. While we strive for accuracy, we make no representation or warranties about the completeness, reliability, or accuracy of the information discussed. Listeners are encouraged to verify facts and form their own opinions. The host and producers are not responsible for any errors, omissions, or outcomes related to the use of this content. By listening, you agree that the host and the production team will not be held liable for any actions you take or decisions you make based on the information presented. Thank you.
Before the Charlie Kirk had been pronounced dead officially, they were already scapegoating the possible shooter. In a lot of headlines, you're going to see Charlie Kirk, the left, the left is responsible. The left has to take ownership and accountability for the political violence, and that seems to be very, very ironic that conservatives call out political violence so quickly when they seem to be the perpetrators of the political violence, at least recently in the country. You got January 6th, you got the mass shootings in all over the world. Minnesota. They just killed a congressman, and I think the congressman and her husband or something like that.
That was the Minnesota incident.
Yeah. But initially, the first Minnesota situation is when the protest was going on and the little boy went out there. You know what I'm saying, anti-protesting and killing two people. Right? He and the right wing grabbed him up, you know what I'm saying, and held them close to their bosom, as something to celebrate. And again, I'm saying that you have these political groups and you have certain ways, you have the GOP that may lead to political violence, but then they are going to scapegoat and point the blame at
But is it political violence? It's more of a belief system.
But it's based off of politics. But I see what you're going there. It's white supremacy wrapped up in a political biscuit.
A forefront.
Right? So we have people that's saying that Charlie Kirk was killed because of his opinions. Right? And then a lot of people just don't know who he is. So for those of you that don't know who he is and that just found out who Charlie Kirk was after he passed, I'm gonna pull up a couple of clips, and we just gonna first start off with watching some of the Charlie Kirk highlights. But before I do that, and before I even pull up, because I might not pull up actual for the people to see because they already seen. I'm sure people seen that shot.
You ain't got to pull it up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure people seen that. Now, the question that was being asked when it happened, I got all the angles. That's all I've been collecting is angles.
I told my mom I wasn't gonna go hard on this issue, so I'm gonna give it to you, but I ain't gonna.
Oh yeah, you could, and by all means, you know what I'm saying, view what's going on.
Yeah.
And whenever you want to, chime in, lead us with that opinion. But this is some of the worst moments of Charlie Kirk turning point political commentary or right wing commentary, as he would call himself.
Comparing abortion to the Holocaust.
Absolutely, I am. In fact, it's worse.
So you're comparing abortion to the...
One thing about Charlie Kirk is he ain't backing down. He's doubling down on all of his stances.
He has the privilege to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holocaust.
Absolutely, I am. In fact, it's worse. It's worse. It's worse. Like a capitalist every single day, Cenk. I live as a capitalist, okay? I live when I believe.
No.
What do? I get charity every single year. Hold on. Come on, Cenk, let's go.
Charlie,
Do you truly, in your heart of hearts, truly believe that this is a human being? This,
without a doubt.
without a doubt,
Yes.
this is a dolphin fetus.
What does fetus mean in Latin?
What the f***? I'm sorry, is this a
It means
language class?
little human being.
Ugh, his smile is very creepy. Okay.
Smiling is creepy?
No, your smile specifically.
You are a culture warrior. I believe when everything is done, Mr. Kirk, people will see you and the people you've supported as corrupt, as selling the country out to the lowest bidder, and of doing irreparable damage to a country I'm sure we all deep down love.
The difference,
you will have to reckon with that.
Difference
Mr. Kirk.
is when.
All right, and that was the light. That was some of the light.
Well, we're gonna keep it light.
Highlights, right?
We're gonna keep it light.
Now, Charlie Kirk, as you say, he is privileged to have a stance, a white supremacist stance, and he grifts and he gets paid
Exactly.
to have these opinions and these beliefs.
Exactly. That's where I see it. I see people posting. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too far and deep into it, but I am gonna say what I need to say. I see people saying, even black people I know, prayers, and nobody should be assassinated for their opinions or their views. Those weren't opinions and views. Those were his beliefs. He believed that people that look like me were unintelligent. No matter how many degrees we earned, we had to question: did we have the knowledge and understanding?
Are y'all? Can you be qualified?
Could you be qualified?
And if you are in a position, then it must have been because you was given
Exactly.
You was given granted the permission, the opportunity based off of your skin color.
And he used false data to project his insecurities. And what I mean by that, and to project hatred and violence. Say, I had to check myself, like Chicago, right? Let's look at Chicago. Like, all you see on the news is Chicago. What's the population of Chicago? In the millions, right?
Yeah.
It was under 600 murders last year in Chicago. That's all. Violence, gang violence and everything. Under 600. But the news media will have you thinking it was in the thousands. I looked at our city, Jacksonville, Florida. Wow, and listen, I don't see some stuff in Jacksonville, in Duval County.
Yeah, we're saying
But
something.
do you know it was on 100 and something murders in Duval last year? All of Duval?
Okay, I mean,
But-
it sounds like a high number though.
It's a high number, but the news would think it's like, man, people get killed.
Thousands.
It's 365 days out of the year. The news may think it's somebody getting killed every hour, every day, every second, every minute. Yes, around the world. But so I had to check myself, thinking that it was as bad as it. And in certain communities, yes, it's going to be, it's just like anything else. Rats eat rats, right? When they get hungry, right?
Yeah.
So if you put some people in a situation and they see no way out, you're going to create violence. Trailer parks, they have a lot of alcohol,
a lot of violence,
poor behavior, alcoholism, drug abuse, just like the ghetto. So, in the black community,
pollution,
exactly, trash outside of yard, everything else. But you don't see us going around like, man, look at them trailer parks. Them people need to get it.
You're not putting no spotlight on that.
They don't put spotlights on it.
Now, Charlie Kirk, right? I started doing research on Charlie Kirk once he made a comment about black pilots. He made a comment. Actually, I got to pull it
We're
up.
going to remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian. See a black pilot, you say, I hope they are qualified. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman. I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? Thomas Sowell and Justice Clarence Thomas are far better black role models to celebrate than Martin Luther King, period.
I'm going to stop it right there, right? Because that was one of them ones that I'm like, why is he speaking on Martin Luther King, and why aren't, like, because when he said that, there was folks that was jumping behind, doubling down, because they were releasing files about Martin Luther King cheating on his wife or him not being as upstanding as some books may have depicted him as, right? But for this guy to be talking about Martin Luther King and comparing him to Clarence Thomas and whoever Thomas Sowell or whatever, I was like, okay, I see what they're trying to do. And they working full time on rehashing the history and the heroes and tearing them down, and then being mad when they Confederate statues are torn down. But now I feel like this man, Charlie Kirk, has talked about our martyrs, about our black heroes, minimized them, and for whatever reason, whether it's a left or it was a right,
he's their martyr now.
He's their martyr.
Yeah.
He has become what he has preached against, and he has become a victim of the violence that he said that is needed. The needed casualties to keep to keep our gun rights. We need sacrificial lambs, and by God, he is
Martin Luther King
sacrificial.
didn't speak violence for one. You know, it's not the same. You can't. I don't know why people want to put him in the same category. You know, it's the quote from Malcolm X. You know, when the chickens come home to roost. If violence begets violence. If you speak on violence, just like in the hood, like if you shooting up everything and you beefing with everybody, eventually it's gonna catch up with you. So if you're beefing with everyone and you're demeaning the whole, I see if Charlie Kirk was calling out certain people, because we call out people in our own community.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing we don't do. We don't just say, nah, he getting a pass. Nah, you full of shit. Nah. But he was calling out our whole race of people, saying about reparations. We didn't. What about the Homestead Act and redlining and all these things and bank loan? And it's every day we see something where African Americans have been. I'm trying not to go too deep into this.
So every day we see that there's been rights that's been stripped. Mm-hmm. There's been opportunities that's been that they hold away from us. But then there'll be people like Charlie Kirk that'll come around and be like, "Why aren't you successful? Why aren't you, raising in the ranks like the Asians?" Or then they'll compare to other immigrants and which the plight is absolutely totally different.
I'll use it in the field, right? I'm a pipe fitter, right? I know some of the most qualified pipe fitters when I was in the field. We used to see 21-year-old YT boys get foreman positions. You got to have 4 years in order for you to be a helper.
they get them quick too,
because it's who you know. And if your father has connects with the superintendent and the company,
or your uncle,
so we always been suppressed, no matter how much knowledge and how much experience we got with. And that's why I'm trying not to get into it and get emotional about it, because I've dealt with it. And I can give you a personal story. Even when he used to talk about the judicial system of black people commit crimes, this nation was built on a crime. This nation is a crime. Like
theft, murder, mayhem.
Think about now. Obama got criticized for wearing a brown suit. Look what our current administration is doing. Could you imagine him trying to get away with even, I wouldn't even say 1/3, 1/10 of what this man is doing?
Yeah, when you talk about the pardons that he's doing, when you talk about
the profanity, I'm talking about even the simple things.
Yeah.
The profanity each and every day, the disregard for human life. Think about it. In Minnesota, he didn't even give a speech about the 2 representatives being murdered.
Right.
He never even posted anything about that there.
And so the thing about what's going on right now is I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. I spoke on Charlie Kirk in his passing disrespectfully. I don't have any respect for it.
It's easy to do it though.
And when it happened, when I found out the news, I felt joy. I felt like we had a win, man. I felt like we got one. And I know some folks aren't gonna like this statement and they may look at me differently, but I felt as if my team scored a touchdown. I felt as if there was mental retribution to the struggles and the hardships and the death and the trauma that I have lived and learned about my culture and in my country. So when I seen and heard the news of someone that I already had a distaste for, someone that I felt was a detriment to the psyche of my people, I celebrated. I celebrated inside, and then I celebrated outwardly, right? And then when I seen other people have sympathy, I didn't want them to have the sympathy, and I wanted to correct them of that sympathy because I didn't feel like they really knew the context of what they were speaking of, because when they were saying that he got killed for having a difference of opinion, that triggered me because I didn't feel like it was a difference of opinion. I feel like bigotry is not an opinion.
No, it's not an opinion.
You know, he's a bigot, he's a racist, and that supersedes to me him being a Christian. Him being a bigot and a racist supersedes him being a father to me.
I wanted to go in it, like I said, I promised my mom. You can see I'm kind of holding off a lot.
And
I promised my mother.
And I just wanted to get that out of the way because I'm going to move on.
I'm going to say this here. I've seen a lot of people that I know post about prayers, right? Like you say, opinions and his views, and nobody should be murdered. We had people who didn't spew hate like Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, for their opinions and views. You think they had any type of emotions about those people losing their lives? When you talk about
no
patriotism,
empathy.
here's a true patriotism. If it's patriotism works like this, we have a constitution. America was built on multicultural aspects, right? The multicultural aspects that add the value to America. That what makes America different from every other country. How can you consider yourself a patriot if you are anti that, right? Then you say you're Christian.
Anti-unity, anti-diversity.
Then that ties into Christianity. So love thy neighbor.
Right.
What is that Christian like? The hate that he spewed. He was a propagator of hate and violence.
And that hate and violence came back and took him away.
Exactly. You know, like I say, I'm not trying to get into, because I know a lot of people emotional right now about it, and I don't think it's good to rebel rouse or amongst each other certain things. But when you got a platform, there's certain ways that we got to move.
I respect that, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna do better.
Because trust me, I could be hard headed, but to say that my people have no worth, and that's basically what you were saying. To be so denigrating and degrading against my people when black people don't do really nothing to nobody. You speak of violence, that violence is amongst each other. We rarely go outside our community to commit violence. Mm-hmm. But everyone comes inside our community to we've been labeled the worst throughout the world. The world,
and we have the biggest hearts of forgiveness.
Welcome anybody. Man, I watched my grandma and them like anybody come live with and stay with us. Every black family, you could think about it. A YT person can walk through our community, we won't say nothing to them. We might watch them because it was the political climate and everything else and what happened in, I think, Buffalo and all these places. But we don't have no problem coming to a club. It's not like, man, get out of here. Get your...
In fact,
we're not like that. We're not built. We're loving people, and sometimes that becomes problematic because we allow everybody to come into our community, take our resources, take everything away from us because we're too loving. No one really wants to support our businesses. No one will go support Asian restaurants, Mexican restaurants, whatever. I don't care what it is. We support, but you rarely see people in our community. If it is, it's YT people, and that's what people fail to realize. This movement. And this what's going on right now. A lot of people, I can't judge the whole race for what someone else's action. Because white people have been on the forefront since the beginning, the NAACP, the Freedom Riders, and everything else. The BLK movement, who was at the forefront burning this bitch down? It was YT people.
Yeah.
So I don't.
In Minnesota.
I don't look at it and put everyone in a pool. It's what you have to offer. If you love me, I'm gonna love you. If you embrace me, I'm gonna embrace you, whether white, black, or whatever.
I'm laughing at the YT.
Yeah, because
the
I'm
Y-
trying to keep it where, you know.
Yeah.
Because certain platforms won't. You
That-
say
that-
black
that-
all day.
right.
You say black all day.
You can't
but
say white. That is funny because I said YT one time and a white man actually was like, "What YT supposed to be? What you trying to say?" I was like, "White." I was like, "That's what it meant."
TikTok-
I just did it right. Type it.
TikTok and other platforms.
Yeah.
Community rules.
I ain't realized that.
Yeah. So
No wonder say y'all ain't blew me up already,
Exactly.
man. Because I might be problematic for some folks.
So as a loving people, and I'm gonna tell you, even when I was in the college for bad people, you know what I'm saying? I used to train YT people how to box and how to move. I hate bullets. I don't care what color you are. I hate bullets.
Yeah.
I box and wrestle and everything. So I'm like, if you good people and I feel like you weak in a certain extent, I'm gonna protect you if I can. So we are good natured people.
Absolutely.
If any betrayal happens, it happens against us. Only people we good at portraying is each other.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see these, and normally when you see people that right now I'm talking about prayers, is usually, I hate to say it, is usually overly Christian-like black folks, and there's usually black folks who are married or in a relationship with a YT person. So, and I was just telling my people, it's like we take on their values and their principles and forget our own. So we take on their empathy and their sympathy only for what's against them, but everything against us. Oh man, you're speaking about Charleston White. That's where we're at. It's like we put so much emphasis on what we do wrong, but not every. But
Not everybody else.
When I start talking,
Yeah, you talk with your hand.
Yeah, but not on everyone else.
So and I understand how you are trying to be responsible with the platform, right? And I'm gonna take your lead, and we're about to get off of this subject, but I just want to hone these points in. For one, I wanted to take accountability and own up to my disrespectfulness and why, right? And the fact that I already done my research on Charlie Kirk. I feel like he's a great orator, but he's a bully with his points. He only debates people that he knows he could bully. Yeah. And he will change and deflect when he meets his match, right? And he's a grifter. He didn't finish school. He's not really, I don't think he's really that talented.
No, I don't think he's that intelligent. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I can say that. I didn't think he was that intelligent.
But he done a lot for his political party, for Donald Trump, as far as organizing the youth, and the rhetoric that he spreads resonates with the young YT, the young we'll just say conservative future of they political party, and he probably was on his way to being a prominent figure in the GOP. So they have a lot of reasons in their own party to put him up as a martyr, right? For whatever reason, they're gonna find ways, and they're gonna be serious about punishing those that they feel are disrespectful towards him and his causes. That really, if you're just not empathetic, you don't even really got to be disrespectful. If you're not showing the right empathy about they loss,
shouldn't they be tired of punishing people? See what they getting punished right now for their views.
I feel like it's a karma. I feel like it's God, or karma, whatever force you want to, like the universe, whatever you feel comfortable representing. I feel like that's the chicken coming home to roost.
Don't they say that about in our community when somebody he had it coming?
Yeah,
and I'm not, like I said, I'm trying not to be
absolutely
distasteful
with rappers.
Yeah, you had it coming
with actors,
because a lot of rappers, all they do is be talking.
Yeah, it's a law of attraction.
Yeah,
and now, okay, what Charlie does is he talks, he has a platform, but now the platform is on the internet, and now the internet videos get replicated and duplicated, and now you got your rhetoric being spun in a lot of different languages, a lot of different places, right? And
pushing hate throughout the universe.
And so that becomes real. That energy and that spirit that he has becomes real. And so he was speaking on, when they talk about mass shootings, he deflects and start talking about black folks and gang violence. And for whatever reason, somebody didn't like that, and they did a bad thing. Yeah. I can't say that.
Like I said, we don't even know
who it was.
With our present government, you don't know.
We don't know. We don't know what side it is. We don't know when they blame whoever they blame, if that's going to really be the person. It really is no way to prove any of it.
And with all this petty stuff going on, the narrative keep changing every day. We don't really know what is real. You know what I'm saying? Because like it seems like something just keeps preventing that from manifesting. Like it's always something when we start talking about that. So many dynamics to look at this issue, you know. But at the end of the day, our life was lost. But you know, we lose lives every day. So it is what it is.
All right, so ISO on me real quick, you know what I'm saying? And I got to get these last points off because, like he said, niggas die every day in the hood, B. I don't see you niggas goddamn posting rest in peace, blase blah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use my platform to say rest in peace to my friend Yusef Mosley, aka Uncle Dirty, man. He was killed in Las Vegas after being in a fight with somebody in Vegas at the airport, and they stabbed the man. You know what I'm saying? He was in a fight with two people at the airport.
Wow.
And he was a 44-year-old. I want to say he about 46 now, right. But he went back to school. Great guy, man. Great energy, and he's a Jacksonville native. You know what I'm saying? Went to FAMU, and a good friend of mine, man. And he passed away not too long ago. But I had to represent for him as well. But it grinds my gears when I see you niggas out here, man, just being so sympathetic for folks that don't see a future for the black culture, that don't see prominence in our people. And we so forgiving and just so ready to lay down for any type of, we worship the power that white folks have,
and that's what's got us in a situation now.
And we respect the power and the money that they possess, and it fucks us up, you know, because we don't show each other's love. Y'all will wait till a black man pass away to then show what their accomplishments was, show how much you love them. But then people that you have no idea really what they're about and you have no real connections to them, when they have a birthday or when they have something successful happen in their life or when they pass away, everybody just so eager for the attention of somebody watching their page. Y'all posting this white man on y'all page just so somebody could come to y'all page and maybe like or start a controversial conversation in your comments. So you know what you're doing. You don't even know who Charlie Kirk was. You just started doing the research and started finding out what he was about.
They know.
But now that you found out, you still just made the decision to put him on your platform and parade him, celebrate him without really owning up to the bullshit that he stood for. Yeah. And then want to be mad at me because I celebrated his demise. And I don't care. It is what it is. I'm saying you again, his hatred and bigotry and white supremacy views supersedes the fact that he was a father to me. It supersedes the fact that he was a Christian, because to me, you can't be racist and Christian at the same time. You're not going to get me with that con. I'm not going for it. No. And for you niggas out there that felt like, he died because of his opinion and I should have sympathy for that because I also speak my opinion. And some folks may not like it. I get that, but I'm not using my opinion to attack any other groups in the
the man is dead after someone stabbed him.
And the prominence that they can possibly get to. his opinions and ideologies were an attack towards not only transgenders, not only black folks, gay folks, Palestinians.
They were dangerous too. Very dangerous.
Women, kids.
Mm-hmm.
So there were quite a few enemies that this man made, and we don't even know why, who, or, you know what I'm saying? We know what, but we don't know why this man was killed, but everybody automatically want to say it was because of his opinions. I don't know who that man owed. He could have owed, you know what I'm saying, the Israeli government millions of dollars, and they, you know what I'm saying, and they dealt with him.
Doja, you ain't wrong. I'm just being honest. You ain't wrong for the way you feel, because at the end of the day, you know, we have to look at it from this aspect. Charlie Kirk positioned himself to be a martyr. Like I said, he built up a lot of enemies, and he's a martyr for the wrong reasons, because nothing that he did benefited society. It only elevated the worst of society. So he put himself in a position, much as we, you know, we can sit here and try to, you know, have empathy or sympathy, but at the end of the day, no one had, I ain't gonna say no one, but he had no empathy for George Floyd or any other African American that lost their lives. He said George Floyd died because of drugs, and he sat there and watched that man till this
9 minutes.
Couldn't breathe. So it's hard to find it in our hearts when we are so forgiving, even though we're so forgiving, when we're tired of being at the bottom of discourse. That we're tired of being like, we got to be politically correct, we got to be righteous, even when the unrighteous have been done to us all the time. And Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor. We're more conservative than the conservatives.
Absolutely.
Black people always been conservative. So but their definition of conservatism isn't real conservatism.
Because the values that we trying to uphold,
embrace our neighbors.
Again, the values that we trying to uphold is not at the detriment of
anyone else,
of another group of people. And that's just where I draw the line, and I just can't stand for it. And I don't feel that he deserves to be a martyr, but they're going to make him one.
They're going to make him a martyr.
And there will be consequences. And I feel like even though whether or not we accept his tragedy, you know, and be respectful towards it, black people will reap the bullshit that comes from this tragedy.
It was gonna go without that. We're enemy number one. Let's keep it real.
There's already been threats to HBCUs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there will be vigilante.
Mm-hmm. Be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, just keep your head on the swivel, man. Just know, for one, have awareness of what's going on in the country. Have awareness of where you are. Mm-hmm. I live in Atlanta, and that comes with a certain type of freedom and a certain type of, you know, you just have a different energy when you're amongst so many of your people. Yeah. But don't get it twisted. We all can be targets. Yeah. And we just got to carry ourselves accordingly, because these folks are moving very, very fast with the tactics and the moves that they are doing. Yeah. I think that this is all one big setup. I'm going to just end with this. This can possibly be a setup again where I started to lead us down a very dark path of war. And I don't want it to get to that place, but it starts with a martyr to motivate a certain group of people against another certain group of people. Yeah. And hey, death, as you said violence begets more violence. Mm-hmm. And death can motivate an entire continent to go against another set of individuals. And and we just gotta pray for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Be alert.
So I'm not gonna say rest in peace, but again, however y'all decide with y'all forgiving asses, y'all go ahead, man. But mix me with that bullshit, because I'm on their ass. And I'm not gonna stop. The way I feel is The consequences that may possibly come, I had a conversation with my homeboy, right? And when they know I have my own platform, they be like, well, you're a viral clip away. You can do something like Charleston White do and anger
Don't talk
the certain set of, they tell me I should anger a certain set of people, right, to get this opportunity, right? And I'll be like, that's just not me. I just can't do that. I can't set my platform on angering somebody to elevate myself. That ain't me.
Stay true to your character.
I set my platform to educate my people and to empower my people. But I don't have to step on anybody else to empower my people, right? So in other words, a lot of people feel like it's easier to bully black people because you're not going to get the consequences. But when it comes to people like Charlie Kirk, Jewish people, white folks, hey man, tread lightly because that comes with certain consequences.
That's why
brother.
Charleston White bully us. He bully his own people.
Bully his own people.
Bully his own people.
But barely say anything about them folk. But he kind of do. He kind of go.
No, he really don't. He said nothing about Trump and this pedo thing. Not one thing.
Yeah, because he did go against the grain with the Kirk shit. But I think he just kind of just coonery. He loves it. He real coon shit. But I'm gonna just say, hey, I'm not doing that. I'm not going down that route. But I am standing on, you know what I'm saying, what I believe in, and I studied Charlie Kirk. I feel like there were certain things that I admire as far as the way he articulated himself, but there were just so many things that I just despised. And to watch you guys barely support me anyway, and see so many people just give it up so easily, I just was triggered and I just was on y'all ass about it. So to certain people that were offended by my actions, I will apologize to y'all, but y'all gonna see more of it because I feel like it's just that energy that's going around. And this is my platform, so this is what we do. This is what I'm doing. But don't hold Mr. Bogart responsible for my actions or my opinions. Even though, y'all just like I ain't want to go in. But I'll just go to this last point before we go, man. The Nepalese people, the people of Nepal, have orchestrated a revolt. And after about 2 days of protesting, they have burnt the politician houses, the prime minister house. They are on them folks' ass. And I just want to, I'm just going to play these clips before we get up out of here, but I'm not playing this to motivate anybody. But when you really bout it.
Could it be a warning?
Now this is just them rating. It's a better clip. Them folks is going crazy out there in the parliament. So they stripping the politicians down.
Whoa.
Beating them in the streets. They got folks fleeing for their life, trying to do whatever they can to get away. And it's like, cause what happened is they had a protest, and then the prime minister ordered the military to kill some of the protesters. And once they killed some of the protesters, them folks was like, oh, so that's what's going on, and all hell broke loose.
I was a warning before destruction.
And absolutely, I think that God is sending messages. But this is just a couple of clips.
I cannot believe my eyes right now. The whole of Parliament is on fire. People are dancing. None of it is left. Look at it. The whole building is burned through. People holding Nepali flags on top of the fire engines.
Rome is burning.
What the fuck am I witnessing right now?
I mean, it's so crazy, man, because you like some of the stuff you can't even believe that it's real, right?
So we like fly Nepal. As a model too. Nepali sunsa. I can talk in English, I can talk in Nepali, whatever the fuck you want. Everyone listen. Chhatima goli khako chu.
So this man was shot
in the chest.
यहाँ पनि गोली खाएको छु मेरो चस्मा फुट्यो आगे this मैले proper documentation बनाएको छु यो मेरो रगत हो नेपालीको रगत हो
Is that putting this on news? I haven't seen it nowhere.
I don't think they want to talk about it.
every single one of them
Man, I really didn't know nothing about this. Gen Z.
Them folks that have
Gen
enough,
Z.
man.
Yeah.
And basically, a lot of folks failing to realizing how close we are to something like this in this country, man. Because when you push a dog, when you cage a dog, when you don't feed the dog, when you don't give the dog the opportunity to free itself, and then you abuse the dog, and then you go in one day to try to pet that dog, and it bite the hell out of your ass. You have to own up to the bullshit that you put, the conditions that you put that dog up under. And now, you know what I'm saying, that dog, you know, has been forced to defend itself and treat you as the enemy. And that may happen to the people of this country if they continue to strip us of our rights.
Stuff their faces.
Stuff their faces of after taxing us. And basically just take away all the opportunities of advancement, you know, with all these people losing their jobs and whatnot, and then raise all the prices of the food and all the rent and everything that you need to survive. And so you're going to back the people into a corner, and y'all go watch Hunger Games, man. Y'all go pay attention to some of these movies, The Matrix, The Hunger Games, The Terminator.
Every great civilization crumbles from within.
Rome must fall.
Rome must fall. And we're headed towards a collapse if we don't get it right.
Nah.
That's a warning there, because like I said, I didn't even see this here, you know. And the numbers, and I don't think people have, I think people need to read Che Guevara, his book on guerrilla warfare.
Oh, Che Guevara?
Yeah.
Read up on that.
Yeah, I think they really need to see what can happen to a government when a government abuses its people.
Yeah, but the people in Nepal, this what could happen.
Whoa. Y'all need to watch this.
The parliament, man, just get on TikTok. It's all over TikTok. It's all over.
I didn't see it on my
all over my Twitter page.
On my line, I didn't see it.
And again, it started off as a protest with the young folks in Nepal, and they start shooting the protesters, and the protesters went to the airports, took over, don't say, the places that the politicians would have to use to flee.
Ooh,
and then start burning shit down.
That was orchestrated. Hey,
and then
you can't do nothing.
Right. And so, man, they had them folks was trying to get out of the country. Man, they had them folks jumping on helicopters, man, hanging from the rope of the helicopter trying to get out of the country.
I wouldn't say it's crazy. It's life.
Yeah.
You
it's evolution.
You can only oppress and suppress people so much where they get tired and they don't even care about getting shot or killed, because dying is a part of life. We're born to die. So once people get fed up, they ain't gonna care no more. And I think that's what America is trending that way. I hope it doesn't, because it's the only country I know I love this country. But we're trending to a pitiful end.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't get the right leadership involved, we ain't gonna have too much time left.
So again,
los jóvenes están quemándolo todo.
Pay attention to your history, man. As he said, keep your head on the swivel. I've been using the term "stay woke" because they seem to use that term and militarize it and demonize it and villainize it. But stay woke, man. That means stay educated. Keep your eyes open to what's going on and the worldview in your community, regionally, locally, and nationally, man, because there are a lot of things that's going on that can possibly possibly lead to negative effects to you, me, and the people that we love. And it ain't gonna really matter to some people until it happens in their backyard, until it happens until it's too late, really. Mm-hmm. So again, I know you didn't want to go too deep into to the feelings of these folks, man, because there are a lot of folks that's hurt.
Yeah.
And hurt people do hurt people.
Thank my mama, because my mama said, "Sean, don't go in there, just go off. Don't go off. I know how you can be." Nah, but I understand when people say, you know, all lives matter, but do they?
But do they?
But do they? Who determines?
Yeah.
Who determines? So,
hey, man, I understand that people are forgiving, man, and I'm not solely mad at being forgiven. It's just y'all is just so hypocritical.
Yeah.
And I said on my page, and I'm in the show with this. If you listen to drill music, how you gonna go from listening to King Von, Young Dirt, Julio Fulio, Young and Ace, all the way back to Tupac? And then turn around, you know what I'm saying? So y'all allow rap music or a certain level of rap music. Y'all don't like Kendrick. But all the bad rap music that celebrates the dead or call our women all kind of names and all that kind of stuff, that's all good. Yeah. But if I get on my platform and say, F, don't stand so-and-so, oh, man, come on, bruh. Have a heart. But y'all having a heart for the wrong motherfuckers that don't have a heart for you. And that just got me going. And I had to get up on here and talk some noise to y'all, man. But good old Bogart, man, kept me.
Appreciate it.
Kept me in the reins, man.
Yeah, I had to, bro. Because you going to take me there, and I don't want to go there.
Yeah,
but in order to have a heart, that person got to have a heart, too. Did that person have a heart? That's the question.
Yeah.
So you speaking, you know, you
I do have a heart, though. I do have a heart.
No, I'm saying, did that person have a heart?
The person
the person you're speaking on.
Oh.
Did they have a heart?
And I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna hold myself accountable, and I'm gonna worry about myself and my people. And
that's what we
that's what this platform is about. I don't think that there's an issue with podcasting and platforms, like you said earlier when we started. It's just on how you use your platform. Mm-hmm. What are you doing with your platform? Who are you directing in your platform? Who are you educating? And again, what is the purpose? Mm-hmm. I wanted to educate folks. I also wanted to learn more about new music, but again, I keep my people informed on what to look out for, and I ain't got to put nobody else down to build my people up, know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like that other guy do, and I don't respect that. Yeah. So we keeping it real over here, DozhaToldya, man. Again, if you ever need to follow us or catch us on any part of the show, you can catch it on the YouTube page, man. DozhaToldya on YouTube. We got clips from other shows, some interviews that don't make the podcast is going to be up there. Just plenty of content going. What you got going on for the people, man?
Man, I'm just trying to stay abreast of what's going on because it's important right now. We need to watch their moves. Watch. People say I don't do politics, but politics will do you. We need to be serious about what we're gonna do. You know, honestly, really, what I've been on is we might need to be looking to vacate the premises. Save your money.
Man, I got locked up the other day, and the police was talking about moving to Thailand. I'm like, damn,
it's getting bad. I don't think people realize how bad. Right now, we got people don't even know COVID is spreading right now. They ain't got it on the news.
Yeah, and
people
then
dying from COVID.
Yeah,
because they don't took away all the platforms to alert the people what's really happening.
And that was purposely done.
Yeah. So, save your money. Stay abreast. Stop thinking that you shouldn't worry. Watch your finances because they're trying to take us out the Federal Reserve. We're looking at a collapse if it keep going the way it is. And people say, oh, man, the American dollar is so strong. Okay, it's so strong as they allow it to be. Sometimes you got to look at the behind the wall and see that some people might want it to fall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got going on. Trying to stay with my people and realize, hey, what's our next move?
And raising that 5-year-old that's spoiled.
Yeah, and hopefully be taking them out the country, keep going like it is, like for real.
Or at least learning a foreign language. You got him on any kind of foreign language?
No, he's half Haitian, so I want him to learn Creole, which is part of French. So
learning it now is gonna make it all easier.
I'm gonna have to make some investments. I want him to learn Mandarin. I want him to learn Spanish, and I want him to actually learn his native tongue. So I'm gonna have to invest some money. So I got to start making more money. Hey, we need money over here, man.
Yes. So hey, man, book this man, Bogart Humphreys. If you need a speaker, if you need a nice brother to auction off to you still single out here, man?
Yeah. Honestly, I've been so focused on my son, and I was telling my brother, I'm so focused on my son right now, just being a good father and building what I need to build. Because I'm really looking at, I don't know how serious people is. A lot of people fleeing this country. We got twice as many on left this country as last year. We need to save our money, man. Like for real, because like you say, this incident here could be one that set everything else off.
And then they cut down. Once we go to war, a lot of folks ain't gonna be able to get out.
I'm gonna say this here. Pete Gang, why they trying to ban us from going to African countries?
Because African countries are uniting.
Who else gonna accept us?
Right.
Cut it off.
The supply of
cut off the supply.
Yeah, the supply of the heritage, the supply of the spirit.
And that's why people, because we got to go into this. Why right now you see this discourse between the diaspora and African countries. All this playing a part, all this surfacing right now. And we have to be careful. It's the conquer and divide.
Exactly. And I ain't want to, because some folks did hit me up, chimed in and was like, you need to talk about the diaspora wars. And then this happened, right? And so I felt that I told them, hey, I don't feel the need to cause any more separation no matter what country you're from.
But you can use your platform to build.
Because if you black, black in many shades, many different heritages, many different languages, right? But I say this about the diaspora war. Black Americans lose the supremacy complex.
Exactly.
Black Americans, you can learn from our African brothers and sisters, our Scottish brothers and sisters, our British brothers and sisters, our Spanish brothers and sisters, right? Yes, we did build a lot. We did invent a lot. We do influence a lot. But the need to have to claim, the need to have to remind people of what we've done is the behavior of our oppressors. And we need to drop the supremacy complex of feeling that we are so much better than everyone else. And they feel like they're better than us because mentally they're freer than us. But there's no need, I just don't agree in the way that they are using TikTok and these differences that we have around the world to divide and conquer. Because little do you know, the country of Burkina Faso,
he offered us to come there,
is offering citizenship, offering land. But what they're doing in Africa is they are combining and joining resources. And we will be stronger united, no matter what diaspora we have to cross to unite.
I want to add to that. People talk about the sixth region, and we as black people are mad that Africa, in return, we get to have citizenship, dual citizenship to Africa, right? And in return, they get monetary value and they get resources. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that there? See, that's the problem. And I'm going to say this here. This might go past some people here. Asians know when they come to their community, to America, to the community of America, they got a place to go back if everything go astray, right? Hispanics know when they come to America, Russians,
Ukrainians,
they got a home
French.
to go to. We have to realize we don't really have a home.
Look at The Godfather.
We go to jail.
The Italians always talked about the homeland.
We need our homeland. We need to build these relationships, not tear these relationships down or tear them apart. Africa need us, and we need Africa because we understand the structure of America. We helped establish. We don't have a black president. We had a black VP. We had a black everything. Those and what Africa lacks, we know. We are knowledgeable of. Africa needs a strong union. It needs
foundation,
a central leadership, not individual leadership.
And in the arts, what's the word? The contributions that we have given this country, architectural.
Take them home.
We can take it to Africa.
Take it home.
And we can prosper somewhere else, whether it's sports.
We can build a China.
Exactly. So, again, we're going to be stronger united, man. Yeah. Don't let the divide and conquer make it easier for them.
Don't let platforms.
And use your platform wisely, man.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I got people like Bogart to have a intelligent, intellectual, but enriching conversation, right? Even if I'm on bullshit, I'm saying thanks to his moms, yeah. He could lead me on back, you know what I'm saying, and being a little more responsible with my platform, and I appreciate that because I don't want to be like Charlie Kirk, man. I'm better. Yeah. I'm better.
It's easy to be like that.
That's the low hanging fruit. Yeah. You'll talk about some shit to make some folks mad, man. Fuck Charleston White. In the rest of them. Because I was going to go down the whole line. But the rest of them, man. Again, man, follow me on all platforms. Follow Bogart for his I Am Bogart. I Am Bogart on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Again, do your research, man. Watch out for them countries that we can learn from because we need to take some of that strength that they are displaying and implement that into ways that we can protect our own rights. We didn't talk about much music, but again, I'll be chiming back in. But I appreciate y'all, man. And keep your head on the swivel, man, and stay blessed, stay woke, and stay dangerous.
Thank you, Doja.
You dig? I'm Dame Doja, Bogart Humphreys. This is the DozhaToldya Podcast. You dig? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Doja. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DozhaToldya@gmail.com. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's DozhaToldya.